Hey, how's it going again, everybody? I know I haven't made a video in a while, as you can see, but a little over a month ago, my dog, Blazer, got out. We left here, and he always wanted to go. He got mad every time we left him, but he tore the bottom of our front door out and got out, and he's been gone ever since. So haven't really wanted to make another video for a while. But I still have been practicing my telekinesis, and it is much better. Only I'm gonna tell you why. One, I kept doing those movements that I told you about. It's very true that those are guidelines, like on a remote to an Xbox. They don't just visually show you how to control it or what to do, but it does help you control it. It helps you understand it, and in areas where you haven't used your energy, it'll help you get there. Like me, I hung something from the ceiling. Now I hung one of those cupcake sleeves from the ceiling, and it's above my head a pretty good bit, about 1.5 feet maybe. And I started practicing doing TK with it hanging while looking up, and I can lift it up in the air and bounce it around while the string is, curled up, because it's not hanging. It's bouncing up in the air. I did that a while ago. It was like just bouncing everywhere. If I could set my phone up anywhere in there, I would record that. It's pretty cool. I showed the wife, and she said, actually, when I showed her, I actually lifted it straight up and it stayed up for a second. And she said that's cooler than the blast, or as cool as the blast, but I still think the blast is a lot cooler. But anyway, when my dog got away, and actually a couple of them got out, but we found the other two a day later, and then 6 days later found his sister, but he's still gone. And when this happened, all I could think about was the fact that all I want telekinesis for is to help people. And my family is part of the people that I want to help, and my dogs may not be people, but they're still my family. So I went in there and devoted trying to figure out more about telekinesis so it would help me to go find my dog, because I am a firm believer that when I get a control over it completely, I'll be able to do like the monks and other certain people you've seen, a shaman, levitating shaman. Look that up. It's pretty cool. But actually levitate, and I would go look for my dog. And having that mentality did help a lot. So it actually, interacted with the energy field, and like I said, it knows what you want, and it does its very best to give it to you. So it knows you want telekinesis, but it doesn't feel your urgency. But in that situation, it knows that it's urgent, and that's why you're in a hurry. And it did boost it up for like forever. I was like new energy all around, and new areas that I could, control from, which made it easier to control what I'm looking at. I actually moved up from the little side wheel, made a bigger side wheel, and it's pretty big, and I can spin it around, and when I knock it off long ways, I can knock it off on its side, and it's propped up against the side wheel, and I can make it actually raise up off the side wheel and flip on over, like, tipping it on off of it. It's so big that when it falls off the side, it's still propped up on it. I can actually make it raise up off of it and flip it over. It's getting much better now. And like I said, actually levitate something a little bit for a second over my head because of the one hanging. I'm going to start doing it at the feet and slowly find areas somewhere throughout my house that I can slowly stack it up. Because yes, you're pushing with your chest, and the reason you can't lift it is because you haven't directed that energy upward. Picture a funnel of energy. And yeah, that funnel goes where you direct it, and it becomes stronger in the position that you direct it. But if you can channel that funnel in a different area, it opens it up, and slowly that becomes another channel that, it flows better. It really does. But yeah, I still look for my buddy every day, my buddy Blazier. He was a pain in my butt, a total pain, and things have calmed down so much without him here. But I would gladly give up all of that hassle. All the times I had to pause videos and stuff, it was all because of him. He was the instigator. If I had to run outside because they were barking at something, jumping the fence, it was him. If we left and things were tore up when we got back, spatulas chewed up, remotes, it was him. But I would go through all that again if I could get him back. Yeah, I miss him, and I just wanted y'all to hear that, because just like I said in one of my other videos, I can't remember which one, but it's like on Deadpool, where they had to put him through a traumatic thing before his mutant abilities would unlock. Like, I'm already aware of the energy and things, so when this hit, like, I don't know, it helped to channel it. It has helped me to gain control over pretty much all of my emotions. I didn't break down like I normally would, but I'm still aware of what's going on. Like, I don't know, like, say if there was something that would make me cry before, I don't generally feel like crying over it, although I still feel the exact, I don't know, I can't really explain it. But as you break on down through the energy, and I'm sure it's different for everybody else, because you can strengthen one area before the other, like the chest chakra, you strengthen it, it has different effects of what happens to you, where you go. Like I said before, all the other powers are real, like electrokinesis, whatever you call it, pyrokinesis, aerokinesis, hydrokinesis. It depends on how your energy field is manipulated to control these abilities. So if you picture that your energy field will try to manipulate itself to bring forth that power or energy that you want, it'll do what it can. And like I said, with the urgency of it, like, I was ready to fly over these trees. You probably can't see them out here, but there's trees all the way. I was about to just take off, you know. My first debut as a flying superhero would be searching for my own dog. You know, I'm gonna record a TK video here in a little while and show my progress, but I wanted everybody to know that don't try to go out and stress yourself out for it to happen, but if you can somewhere in your mind place that urgency, it will manipulate the energy field and make it hustle, basically. It'll hurry it along, because I can do things now that I couldn't do before, and it's awesome. Like, it's really awesome, you know, and it just keeps getting better. So just try that out, you know. Try to put in your mind urgency. Even if next time you want something really bad, go do telekinesis, because you're wanting to use it to go get it. You know, you want to fly to go get it, so you have to build up your telekinesis to get to that. Yeah, I think it does work like that. But the movements, definitely. Like I said, if you didn't look at the other video, this is how. Picture what you picture when you're in there doing the psi wheel. Don't stand in front of the psi wheel. Just stand in an open field somewhere, or somewhere in the, you know, in your yard. Look forward and picture doing telekinesis. But try not to look past your aura, and just start throwing your hands out like you're about to try to move a piece of paper. And once you get looped into your energy field, you'll start to learn how to flow with it. And once you learn to flow with it, you learn to control it. I'll demonstrate here in a little while. So, yeah, I'm going to probably put both of these videos on tonight. So, look for the other one too. And look for all the other ones, man. Everything I said is accurate. And that's why maybe you didn't exactly feel with your energy what I did to begin with, because you probably weren't doing the exact same things, which means you were flowing from your chest chakra down to your, you know, let's see, your root chakra, or, you know, just however, it was looped differently, so it feels differently, but it all has the same outcome, whatever you want with it. So, Just, yeah, try it out. Urgency, you're ready to go out and save people. You want to help the people that are in trouble. Think of the urgency in that, you know. And it might help to, you know, maneuver it along a little bit. But definitely if you do the movements, you'll be able to help it along, because you'll be able to move with it the way that it needs to move in order for it to do what it's trying to do. I hope that makes sense. But take care, everybody.